C-cuts, left foot, right foot. C-cuts are a basic skill that can help players develop their backward skating. The C-cut is an important skill to master because it's a necessary component of many other skills, such as crossovers and propulsion while turning. The basic C-cut involves using one leg as the glide leg and the other as the drive leg. After a strong push by the toe of the skate, the drive leg must recover directly under the body next to the glide leg. C-cuts alternating. Alternating C-cuts are the foundation of backward striding. It is important that players maintain a quiet upper body and resist leaning too far forward. Maintaining a deep knee bend in the glide leg allows a long thrust from the drive leg. Players should also avoid swinging their hips from side to side. Swinging the hips causes an improper transfer of weight from one skate to the other. Gliding on two skates, backward. Gliding backward on two skates is simply a moving backward stance. It isn't often done during a game, but players will usually use this technique when they're either relaxed or not involved in the play. Gliding on one skate, backward. Gliding backward on one skate is the preliminary move for many other skills. As in forward skating, the basic principle in backward skating is that one foot must be under the body's center of gravity at all times. The blade of the glide skate should be flat on the ice, not on the edges. Slalom, C-cuts narrow. Adding a narrow slalom pattern when performing C-cuts is great for helping players develop their coordination and achieve better control of their skates. Slalom, C-cuts wide. This exercise is similar to slalom C-cuts narrow. The difference is that the slalom will cover more of the ice and the C-cut is more exaggerated. C-cuts pulling partner. Having the players pair up and pull each other while performing C-cuts is an easy way to offer resistance. If done properly, the added resistance will help players perform a more precise C-cut, allowing them to concentrate on doing the technical aspects of the skill correctly. Slalom pulling partner. Using the slalom technique while pulling a partner is another method of adding resistance while also building strength. It may be useful to have the partner give instructions such as head up or eyes forward. Slalom, alternating lead foot. Just as in forward skating, alternating the lead foot when performing a slalom is another great exercise for improving edge control. It is important that each time a player goes into a turn, that the feet exchange front and back positions and never leave the ice. This is a great exercise for developing agility and coordination. Backward sculling. Backward sculling is simply combining a series of C-cuts. A quiet upper body without excessive arm movement is the key to performing this drill efficiently. Jump stride backward. The jump stride is a plyometric skating technique used to develop agility, leg strength, and an explosive stride. The key to this exercise is to jump from the inside edge of one skate to the inside edge of the other without taking a stride between jumps. Glide turns. Glide turns typically happen when a player is either not involved in the play or is getting ready to react to what is happening around them. It begins with the skates shoulder width apart and is initiated by the head and shoulders. Using a proper knee bend, the body must lean in the direction of the turn. It is important to follow the stick into the turn. Tight turns. Tight turns permit players to change direction in a very limited space while expending the least amount of energy. During a turn, pressure should be kept on the outside edge of the lead foot and the inside edge of the following foot. The weight should be distributed as evenly as possible on both skates. By keeping the skates close together and the center of gravity ahead of the skates, players will be able to cross over after the turn and accelerate rapidly. Players should learn to master tight turns on both sides of their body. Tight turn. Dive into turn. This exercise involves 4 tight turns, 2 in each direction. Because the pylons are staggered, the player has to dive into each turn. It's an easy drill to set up for players to practice their tight turns, as well as their speed and agility coming out of a turn. 360s left and right. 360s to the left or right are essentially tight turns without using a pylon for guidance. Players should concentrate on leading with their front foot and taking it into the ice during the turn. It is important to lean into the turn and then accelerate out of the turn with 1 or 2 quick crossovers. .360s alternating. Alternating 360s not only helps to develop a player's tight turns, but also their speed and agility after changing directions. Players should master the ability to perform tight turns in both directions, as well as their ability to pick up speed following the turn. C-cuts around circle, outside foot. The motion for performing C-cuts around a circle with the outside foot is essentially the same for C-cuts in a straight line. The only difference is that the glide leg uses the circle as a guide. It's the push from the inside edge of the outside foot that propels the player in a circular motion. The heel should turn outward and push into the ice, with the recovery occurring close to the glide foot. C-cuts, around circle, inside foot. When performing C-cuts around a circle with the inside foot, it is the push from the inside edge of the inside foot that propels the player in a circular motion. The power comes from turning the heel outward and pushing it into the ice. C-cuts, around circle, both feet. A combination of the previous 2 exercises. This is not a natural skating movement, but it does help to develop a strong push equally from each skate. C-cuts, around circle, cross-unders. This is a preliminary movement for the crossover, where the inside leg extends and pushes off. It begins with a normal C-cut, but instead of recovering next to the glide leg, the drive leg crosses behind the glide foot and executes a C-cut with the outside edge of the skate. The cross-under motion is how players can develop extra power from their inside drive leg.